First thing on Google Images when I search up, emo bunny costume. Here's something I'm very afraid to say. I hope this will not haunt me in the future and stop me from getting admission to colleges and future education in general. When does something go too far? I'm talking about neo-pronouns. I don't want to be labeled as a transphobe, but I want to address a term that has recently been coined by Gen Z: neo-pronouns. On the internet, there are trans people who want to identify as things that are not traditionally addressed. This is done by having preferred neo-pronouns. Here are some low-profile examples. An alt-emo girl on TikTok wants their pronouns to be z, sheem. Example, instead of, he ate an apple, it would be, z ate an apple. No, I'm not kidding, there are people who feel as if he, she, they, and it do not fit them, so they want pronouns straight out of Aliens vs Predators. Now here's where I draw the line, and say, this is just plain unacceptable. There are people who want their pronouns to be, bunny bunny self, or, vampire vampire self. But wait, there's more. It has really come to the point where I have seen people say their neo-pronouns are BLM BLM self. Yep, they want pronouns after a movement that strives for racial equality. That is total BS. At this point you are begging for attention. Where do we draw the line? In the past, people have had an enormous difficulty addressing trans people. You would have to fight with others just to get them to call you he, she, or they, despite biologically identifying with the opposite sex or not identifying with any sex. With this neo-pronoun business, I'd say it totally clowns trans people. I heard that neo-pronouns were first used to make fun of trans people on 4chan. However, this later evolved and people actually want to identify and transition to made-up things or completely different species. Personally, I think it's just a way for people to get attention. I have nothing against Gen Z, considering I am part of it, but I do in fact have an immense issue with people who use neo-pronouns. From my interactions, I have found that most people who use neo-pronouns are usually part of Gen Z. Now let me ask you a series of questions. With a straight face, would you address a person with their preferred neo-pronouns? I'm talking, bunny self, or BLM BLM self. What is stopping people from having pronouns like, attack helicopter self, and TI-84 plus CE graphing calculator TI-84 plus CE graphing calculator self? What would you do if your child wanted to be addressed with neo-pronouns? Personally, I would wonder if it was too late for an abortion. Where do you draw the line?